All right, 9:31 on a Tuesday morning, but it's not any Tuesday morning.
No.
Lisa, you want to introduce our guests to the listening audience?
I absolutely do. And remember what I was saying earlier this morning where it was like all kerfluffled and it just, you got to turn the tables upside down. And the tables are turning upside down because we've got Daniel Tashian and we've got, Stacey Kelleher here. And we're really excited because they're playing Brown's Diner tonight. We're going to talk about it.
That's right. Free all ages show at Brown's tonight at 7 o'clock. But welcome. Thank you so much for being here this morning.
Hey, what's up, Lisa? What's up, Jason?
up?
Thanks for having us.
Good to have you here. Daniel, I know you're no stranger to the Lightning 100 studio, but always great to have you back. And have you been here before?
No.
Well, welcome.
First time. Thanks.
So great to have you here.
Awesome to be here.
We were
so cool.
Yeah, we mentioned
So cool.
earlier in the show, we talked a lot about it leading up to it. Daniel, you actually were part of the lineup for the Lightning 100 night at Tin Pan South.
That's right.
Tin Pan South
that night.
always fun, right? I can imagine for an artist like yourself, that maybe some folks don't know how many songs you've written or co-written or co-produced.
So cool. Just
And you get to tell some of the stories and play some of those tunes, right?
I mean, the name of it, Tin Pan South, that alone should get you excited about it because it does relate to Tin Pan Alley, which is the beginning of the commercial songwriter.
Right.
But it's always great to work with, Lightning 100 and NSAI and, do the work that needs to be done to help songwriters have great representation.
Yeah.
I think definitely Music City is really powered by songs, and that's something I really feel proud of. When I hear a great song that comes out of Nashville, it fills me with civic pride.
Yeah.
And you can hear a great song on Friday when Stacey's single is released.
I was going to say, Stacey, will you tell us a little bit about this? Huh?
Yeah, it's called Kitchen for Drinking. It's coming out on Friday.
Yeah.
I wrote it with my friend Tyler Dial.
love it.
I'm stoked. It's pretty self-explanatory. But
Yeah.
it's really sad. It's really sad.
Oh, it is really
It's
sad?
a sad one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is exciting. You got to go. Tonight, are you going to play it tonight?
Not tonight.
Okay.
But it's coming out.
It's coming out Friday.
Coming out Friday.
So go follow both of them,
Yeah.
obviously, if you're not already following
Yeah,
them.
but I just want to appreciate for a moment the work that you guys do, turning everybody on to great new songs, turning everybody on to great shows and places that they can get out, go see, and support local music, and that is the Lord's work right there. So I just want to just give you a little. If you had one of those buttons, you could press it.
The canned applause
Make
button.
applause go.
I need to make a note. We need to add
we
that to
should.
the mix.
You know what? Why
I'm just
not?
gonna say, if I was a DJ, job one would be having one of those sound effects things right at my fingertips.
I mean, we joke about it for sure, but I think that the hand clap, I think we can add that in there.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Just there's light golf applause, and then there's the thunderous applause for certain things. Yeah, we're actually in the midst of our 18th annual Music City Mayhem, which is kind of like a local battle of the bands. Like Moon Taxi won it our first year back in 2009, and we always encourage local artists to enter the contest, but at the same time saying, it's great to win, but it's just music discovery. It's like there are artists that didn't even make it, to the later rounds in years past that are now working musicians, releasing albums and songs and touring all over the country. So.
Well, and like you were saying, it's just like there's like this pride when you're like, that was written in Nashville. And for us to see all these artists get together, and maybe they don't win the they didn't get the number one spot, but there's still 32 top contenders that end up getting to know each other and then getting to see them play these local venues together.
Yep.
I think is so cool. And you're actually, Daniel, you're doing a great job of that with Brown's Diner, introducing new artists like Stacey, who has traveled the world and done some really cool stuff that I know about, but others don't. So I love that.
Well, Brown's Diner is unassuming. There's a place you can go if you don't want to hear the music or you just want to enjoy your cheeseburger.
Yeah.
You can go around the corner to the dining room. There's a few bar stools, and whether they're going to sort of keep you supported or not is questionable. But there's a porch where you can still hear the music, so you can go outside and have your beer and whatever you want to have out there and still hear the music. You can see the band through the windows. It sounds pretty good. Terry over there does a good job on the sound. So it's an ideal place. There isn't really any cover charge, so there's not really a barrier of of financial barrier. You know, you can just sort of come down there and listen to music and get a beer if you want. You know.
All
and
ages.
And it's very close to my house, which makes it really attractive.
Gotta love that.
Are you walking over, or we still have to drive?
There's that. There's not much parking, but you know, you got to get creative with the parking.
Yeah.
But like a true Nashville staple. For
it's almost it's almost 100 years. Yeah, it's almost 100 years. Yeah, I was going to say that, Jason.
I don't think I knew that it was 100 years.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's a long time.
Yeah, some of those
just a little bit.
Some of those bar stools look like they're older than the 100 years. They look like 150.
They got those. It was before.
They got when they opened up. There was a speakeasy that went under. They're like, oh yeah, we'll give you a deal.
If you're lucky, you get that lucky seat. But also, it helps when you realize you can't sit in anymore. That maybe it's time to get that cab and head home.
But there's something sort of low pressure about it. I don't know how to describe that, but if you're a musician and you perform, then you'll understand what I mean, which is that you sort of feel like you can just almost be relaxing, like you're in your living room playing some songs.
Feels like a hug for sure.
And I like that personally.
Yeah.
If I was to get a bigger venue and get a lot of, charge people and, get more organized and official about it, I think it would.
That's for another day.
I would be more. It would make me more stressed because I would be like, we got to be good.
Right.
Well, speaking of,
sounded fantastic warming up. So let's give our listening audience a little bit of a sample of what they can expect tonight. Again, Brown's Diner, free all ages show at 7 p.m. But we get a little bit of a preview of that here in studio on Lightning in the Morning. So which song would you like to play for us first? And you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, thanks, Jason. I want to play a Paul Kennerly song who, songwriters or people who study sort of Nashville history and songwriting history will know he's a legend. Wrote a lot of songs, a lot of hits in the 80s, people like the Judds and Ray Charles has done his songs, all kinds of folks. But this one was a special one because it was a hit in the 80s for Emmylou Harris. My dad was singing on it, so on the original record. So this song's called Born to Run, and it's a fantastic song. It's now in a terrific ad for New Balance shoes. That's everywhere. But it's called Born to Run. So,
all right.
Not to be confused with the Bruce Springsteen number. This is another one, but let me just make sure I'm in tune here. All right, here we go.
All right.
Sure.
Well, I never did crawl and I never did toe line. No man is master to me, I ain't that kind. I just put on my traveling shoes. If you want to win, you just can't lose the time or stay behind. Well, I was born to run, to get ahead of the rest. And all that I wanted was to be the best, just to feel free and be someone. I was born to be fast, I was born to run. Well, I take the chances, sometimes I make mistakes, but you don't gain nothing unless you take breaks. Living is dangerous as dynamite. Sure, it makes you feel nervous, but it makes you feel alright. Makes you feel alright. Well, I was born to run, to get ahead of the rest. And all that I wanted was to be the best, just to feel free and be someone. I was born to be fast, I was born to run.
100. Daniel Tashian, and we've got Stacey Kelleher in here. Sorry, but we're so excited. Okay, I totally get the New Balance reference, for sure. Yeah, get it. Yeah.
Perfect.
Now I'm gonna just go stalk it and watch it, and be like, I know what that's about.
I would go ahead and bet. By this time next week, she's probably going to roll into the studio with
my New
a
Balances.
pair
I'll be
of
like,
New
wow, that
Balance.
was really persuasive. Thank you.
Influenced.
Influencer.
Yeah, we're gonna do that, and we're gonna do a handful of songs that really I'm going down this wormhole right now, Jason. I'm tracing back songs that I heard when I was young, and kind of getting back behind the wheel of that car and seeing what it feels like to play some of the songs that I heard around the house, and when I was a kid. My parents were folk singers, country singers, and there was always kind of records playing and songs being played, and
how fun.
So that was a big influence on me. So I'm sort of like refamiliarizing myself with like those kind of older things right now. That's the trip I'm on.
Yeah.
I like that
Yeah.
trip. Well, because it's like a rediscovery, right? You're like, oh, I forgot what that energetically felt like, and then you get to write songs in that vein, in a sense.
Yeah, and I hope it'll sort of wear off on me somehow as a writer, and kind of like help me write some things that wouldn't be out of place alongside something like that. Which it's harder than it looks. Some of those things, those older things that are three chords and sort of a devastating story of some kind or other.
Right.
Because there really wasn't that much to do back then. Like we have so many things to do now.
Overcomplicated things. Yeah.
That you could sort of just I don't know, get lost in your imagination a bit more. So, because life maybe it was more boring. I don't know.
Right.
Maybe it was.
I think it was maybe simpler, right?
Simpler.
So I feel like with all the songs that you've written, sometimes you can get in there and things just feel so overcomplicated, and you're trying so hard, and it's right in front of you, and we forget the simpler things, like just putting your feet in the grass. As simple as that.
Yep.
So I'm excited to hear what more of that journey is for you, because maybe that'll give the energy of a simpler,
But
So, Dana, you mentioned your mom and dad.
Yeah.
Were they very influential in what you listened to, growing
I didn't
up?
have a choice.
Well, fair enough.
record, this one, that's it.
I mean, that was the same for myself and my parents, but
Yeah.
I always had a few that maybe mom and dad didn't know about that I was trying
I
to
got
kind of
grounded.
discovering that way. But because you're as you mentioned, both folk singers, and your dad actually toured.
Yeah,
Did
he
some
was
big tours, right?
He did tour. He toured with Emmylou and some other things, but the Beatles,
No big deal.
but the thing about it was that I want to put a fine point on was harmony, and it was my mom and my dad singing together, and the sound of two voices singing together. And what was so cool about I met Stacey because she posted an Instagram of singing one of my songs, and I was like, man, that's a great voice, and we just kind of became friends online. And then I was like, you want to maybe sing some songs with me, and just like getting into the sound of two voices singing together has been so great because she's so great, and such a great voice, and just a great harmony singer. But there's something thrilling about the two-part harmony, and I kind of wanted to make a note. There's an album by Casey Musgraves that's coming out that I worked on.
Yeah.
And the very first song, the album's called Middle of Nowhere, and the very first song is called Middle of Nowhere. And she's teased it on her Instagram thing, so I'm not like spoiling anything.
No,
or
we've
anything.
been playing Dry
But-
Spell and all
But
that
it's
good stuff.
but we're singing close, two-part harmony the whole song from the beginning to the end, like the Emmylou Brothers did, or like the Louvin Brothers did, and so that's what what we've been having fun doing, and there's something thrilling about it, and I want to kind of drill down into that and remind
It's
people
quite
of
magical
that.
because you're having two tones come together
That's
in a
right.
beautiful way.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's creating a new color in a sense.
Yep.
And now we're just going to
And if you're me, I've always been sort of a reluctant front man. Like, I've never been a great front man. Like, we went to see the Killers the other night. They were at Bridgestone.
Yeah.
And that guy is a terrific
That's
yeah.
front
Brandon,
man.
right?
He's a
Great
real front man.
performer.
He doesn't need really anybody to, sort of. But I think more of an introvert, and that's why having another singer with me is great. It's almost like comfort dog or something. No.
No, but it does. It kind of helps you.
For someone who isn't
a
really like natural front man in that way, it's a way to kind of diffuse a little of the pressure.
Sure.
I'm always into diffusing pressure.
Yeah, for sure. I could sense that. It's always more comfortable when you're not on a stage alone, or like have a guitar, even having just a guitar in front of you. Feels a lot more comforting than being like, okay, here's just the skinny
kind of being
mic.
able to lean on each other a little bit, right?
But like, for instance, if I was going to come down here by myself and you guys were like, hey, Daniel, we got Daniel, you know, I would just be a wreck. You know what I mean? Because it's all on me, and I don't know. It just doesn't. I don't know. This feels easy and chill. I hope it doesn't feel stressful for you.
I'm chilling.
We're coffee talking. We're having a good time. No, and Stacey, you have such an incredible voice. It's so like sultry and like love the rasp, and you are an incredible songwriter in your own right. So I'm so excited to be able for others to kind of hear more of that. And it's so great that you guys are making this magic together.
But also listening to Stacey just talk is like listening to a Ferrari idol.
I told him last time he said that, I said, I'm stealing that.
As you should.
No, I can make up sound bites, so I'm good at that.
Yeah, right.
The next collab.
Well, maybe we'll ask Daniel for the applause that we were looking for.
Oh,
we
yeah.
need the applause button here in the studio. But again, we get a chance to see Daniel and Stacey tonight. Free show at Brown's Diner begins at 7 p.m. All ages, and while you're there, you might as well grab a burger and enjoy the performance. But do you guys want to play one more for us to get us ready for the show tonight?
Okay, we could do one of two things. Like one thing I was thinking about doing was something that I guarantee you has never ever been performed. A song like this on Lightning 100.
Okay.
We could do that, or we could do something that was maybe slightly more, down the middle of.
No, we love an exclusive. Sorry, I'm saying, we love an exclusive.
Okay, so the song that I'm referring to is a song called "The Angels Rejoiced," and it tells the story of a man getting sober through the death of his wife, through the eyes of his kids.
Whoa.
So it's pretty heavy.
Portals.
So it's pretty heavy. It's not that long, though. We get to go through that journey in like 2 minutes and 18 seconds.
We love it. Let's go through the portals with you.
I hope I do this. I hope I do this right. I just need to figure out where to put my capo on this one. It'll take me.
Oh, I did forget to mention the first song.
Yeah.
Capo 1. Capo 1, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Loving it.
Okay, this is The Angels Rejoiced, and it's a Louvin Brothers song for those who like that kind of thing. All right. A house, not a home, was a picture Satan painted for sweet little sister and me. Our daddy would frown while mother was praying. His heart was so hardened that he did not believe. In anger he'd swear, his voice cold and loud. His Sundays were spent out with the gambling crowd. I never seen my daddy inside the house of God, for Satan held his hand down the path of sin he trod. Not long ago, our circle was broken when God called on Mother one night. In a voice soft and low, her last words were spoken, asking our daddy
Lightning 100, Daniel Tashian and Stacey Kelleher. You get to hear them tonight at Brown's Diner. It's a free event, and we're so excited. Also, I have to mention, they have that porch, so if you have some puppers out, and they're good girls and boys, you can bring them. And your kids.
Good. That's true.
This is true. I know. So many, yeah.
Bring them.
No excuses, let me say. But no, you guys sound so fun. I'm so excited to hear more about what you got, the journey. Stacey, your single comes out on Friday, so don't forget. Go ahead and follow her. I posted it on our socials at Lightning in the Morning. Daniel's got it on his 2. Stacey will probably have it on hers 3. And Jason, well, sometimes he's on there, sometimes.
Maybe I will reactivate and post it as well. But so great to have you both here. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Jason.
Appreciate both of you being here and sounding amazing at in the 9 o'clock hour on a Tuesday morning.
That Ferrari
it is wonderful.
voice.
Again, Brown's Diner tonight, free all ages set beginning at 7 o'clock. Of course, you can follow along on Instagram, The Brown's Diner.
Yeah.
But again, Daniel and Stacey, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you guys.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. We'll
Come
see you
again.
tonight. Of course, our listeners are no stranger to Brown's Diner. They actually sponsor the Lightning 100 Request Lunch. Here's Lieutenant Dan to tell you about that right now.